fruit becomes my blood. The 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 water becomes my flow. The sun becomes my energy. And now I finally know the fruit becomes my blood. The water becomes my flow. Every choice becomes a future. Every seed begins to grow. We call it soul food, but tell me, where's the soul? If it's taking our mothers, taking our fathers, taking our brothers, taking us before we're old. Every week another funeral, every month another name. Then we act like it's a mystery when we've been feeding the flame. The fruit becomes my blood. The water becomes my flow. The sun becomes my energy. And now I finally know. We spend our lives chasing medicine, looking everywhere but home. When the first pharmacy was the garden, and the kitchen was the healing zone. Nobody told us sugar sells. Nobody told us sickness pays. Nobody told us billion-dollar industries make fortunes from our pain. The fruit becomes my blood. The water becomes my flow. Every choice becomes a future. Every seed begins to grow. What feeds the mother feeds the child. What feeds the child becomes the nation. Baby, healing isn't complicated. Baby, healing starts with what we're placing on our plates, in our cups, in our homes. Every day, mothers aren't feeding from the breast, they're feeding power from a can. Forgetting there's a living science already written in their hands. A woman's body grows, our heartbeat builds a brain before it's born, and turns food into living milk, a miracle we now ignore. The same body that births a child can nourish one. The same body that builds a brain can feed one. We've been searching for miracles while carrying them all along. Maybe life was never hiding, maybe we just forgot the way. The fruit becomes my blood. The fruit becomes water, becomes my flow. The sun becomes my energy. And now I finally know we were never robbed because we were worthless. Nobody robs an empty house. What if they saw something powerful long before we saw it in ourselves? What if they knew our strength was never just in our muscles? What if they knew our power was in our minds, our families, our traditions, our connection to the land? Eat to live, don't live to eat. Somewhere we forgot the difference. We celebrate what tastes good while burying the people we love. We normalize exhaustion, normalize medication, normalize decline, call it aging. We talk about protein, we talk about flavor, but nobody talks about life. Nobody asks where it came from, how it lived, how it grew. We become concerned with the seasoning, never the story. If we are what we eat, then what are we becoming? Our ancestors knew the rivers, knew the soil, knew the seed. They knew that life comes from light. The plant catches sunlight, the fruit carries it, the body receives it. That's not a trend, that's creation, that's remembrance. That's why the healing starts in the kitchen. That's why the healing starts at home. That's why the healing starts